All right, so it's late at night. We arrived to the front door, and as we put the key in, we notice that there's a heavy smell of gas coming out as the door's open. So we leave the door open. Let's say these lights were on, right? We're going to leave them on. Don't touch any electrical anything. Don't turn something on, don't turn it off, just leave it as it is. Well, first things we're going to do while we're going to go get the gas shut off is let's make a quick call to 911, tell them the address, where you're located and all that sort of stuff. Tell them what you got going on, tell them there's gas, you smell a heavy amount of gas in the house, and so on. And they'll have some more questions for you. So we walk around, and I'll throw in the video about the gas shutoff. Alright, so here's the gas meter. Alright. So basically this right here is in line. It's showing that the thing is open, so the fuel's going in it. So you would turn this to go to here, and you'll notice this little hole here and this one. Basically the company, say you didn't pay your bill, they could shut this off and then lock it until you pay your bill. So this is basically going to turn clockwise. Boom. So that's how you would turn that off. A lot of people will keep a tool, and they make special wrenches for this. There's two different sizes usually. Who knows, there could be more depending on if it's going into an apartment complex where it branches out into multiple ones or whatever the case is. And you would only need to turn your unit off if you're in an apartment. So you turn that off. That would be step, 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. Just get the gas turned off. Or if you had a propane tank, you'd go over and turn it clockwise like this, righty tighty. So you get rid of the fuel. So now other things. Depending on how comfortable you feel, maybe you said, you know what, right before I left, I think I left the stove on. Maybe it's something as simple as that. The answers I'm going to give you, your best bet scenario is call 911, call the fire department, and sometimes you'll have to call the gas company as well, but usually dispatch will do that for you. Just stay out. Go get some ice cream or something, come back. No, stay a distance away, wait for the fire department to show up. Let them do their job. They're going to use gas monitors. They'll have all their gear on. And they'll probably just pressurize the house, get rid of all the gas smell. And then the gas company will come out and, fix whatever needs to be fixing. Then there's some of us, and there was one good comment in there. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Mark or something. He's also a fireman. And sometimes us firemen, we think we're invincible. So we usually go in and work on stuff, trying to figure out what the problem is. Not the smartest thing to do, but sometimes we do that. So we can walk around, we can open up doors. Maybe you got a back door, side door, and so on. Maybe the windows aren't locked. You can, help to get air in there as well. And some of us are going to go investigate and see what the problem is. Is it the smartest thing to do? No, it's not. But we'll shut the gas off for sure. Or if you just think it's some little thing, maybe the kitchen's right by the door there. Maybe you might just kind of look in there, peek through the windows and see if the gas, maybe the little handles turn to on or whatever the case is. But your safest bet is definitely not to let the professionals do their job. That's what they get paid to do. They're going to come out and do it. And worst case scenario, maybe bring them some ice cream afterwards or something over to the firehouse. But let's see what you guys said. And you guys had great answers. Appreciate those answers. As always, all your comments make this happen. So I appreciate that. So let's get started. All right, let's get started. We have TR Prepper. I don't have any gas equipment, so somebody in my house farted. Rush in and shoot them in the face. Yes, that is the answer. Tom Olafson. I would call the gas company or the fire department. I would leave the door open to air it out a little until the gas company arrives. David Smith. Leave my family outside and go turn off the gas supply to the house. Go in without turning on any lights and open a few windows and a back door and let the gas out. Call the gas company to see if they can send someone out to check for a leak or to see if I may have caused my own problem. Above all, do not cause a spark of any kind until the gas has gone from inside the house. Good answers. Brian Marks, this is who I was talking about. If I was not a fireman, I would call the fire department, leave the front door open, and instruct my family to go get in the car and at least move across the street, go shut off the gas main. If you had any animals, go in without breathing too much to get them. But stay alert for intruders trying to burn my house down. Open as many windows and doors as I can without being inside too long. Check the obvious stuff like the stoves and the heater. Wait for the fire department. JDS Hillbilly. Go in the backyard and turn the valve off at the tank. Open doors and windows, light up a cigarette away from the house. Then tomorrow start looking for the issue that caused the gas to escape. Big Redneck Papa. Call 911 as I turn the gas off at the meter and open doors to vent. C-Max Arm. Shut off gas source, leave home for a while and let the gas clear. If you have a gas company, call them. If propane tank, I'm making sure I'm reading the right thing that you guys are seeing. I'm reading right here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Propane tank, soap connections closest to tank source, and work your way up. Yeah, that'll definitely tell where the leaks are. Wait for all the gas to leave the house first. Joshua Burkhead. He lives in Florida, and we use electricity for fuel, so it would be very alarmed to smell gas in my house. So there's that 98% I was talking about. There is people, TR is one of them, is on all electric. Joe, Bonema Awesome. 911, plain and simple. And no way am I entering the house either. I'd also advise neighbors around the house to clear out the gas of an explosion. Can't be too cautious in dealing like this. Can't be too cautious in a deal like this. True, if you have neighbors that are really close by, you're definitely going to want to notify them as well. Tell them what's going on. Say, hey, just so you guys know, this is what's happening. We got Jen from Girls Like Guns 2. She says, do not go in the house. Call the gas company and 911. Also notify the neighbors, especially if you're in a shared building. Apartment, townhouse, condo. Great answer. Pop's Quest. Call the fire department, call the gas company, and get the hell out of Dodge. Zeus. The gas well does that every day. About 4 a.m. Fill the yard with gas. Run like hell and get inside. LOLs. MCK. Clear family of area. Call fire department and knock on some neighbors' doors. Grab some marshmallows and hope I don't need them. Let's see. Spec Ops 56. All electric here. So there's another one. The first thing to do is call 911 as you put your family back in the car and have them put some distance between them and the house. Then as you're waiting for the fire department to arrive, go tell your neighbors so they can evacuate the area. Great answer. 0 Cypher 7. If I open the door and smell gas, I know the wife beat me home. Chris Do-It-Yourselfer. Recently, there was a gas leak explosion in Oklahoma City. The explosion took out 3 houses and damaged several others. Debris was strewn several hundred feet, so best to flee the area and call 911 and hope no one gets hurt. Good safe answers there for sure. We got Motorman 0057. If you can get out, or if you can get to the main gas shutoff and turn the gas off, open some windows, call the gas company and say you smell gas. They come right away. If you live in an apartment and do not own the house, call 911. Right after firemen will come first. They will call the gas company. You could have had a leak in the metal hose connecting the stove to somewhere. Yeah, that stuff's going to wear out sooner or later, especially if you pull the stoves back and forth quite a bit to clean behind them or whatever the case is. And Brian J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. First thing I would do is go shut off the main, open all doors and windows, let air out, then walk through the home to see if maybe stove knob was on or see if if I can find where the gas is coming from. If I can't find where the gas is coming from, we'll let the house air out while I contact the gas company and possibly turn gas back on after house is aired out before I call gas company to try to find the leak, then go home. Now, things to remember, guys, is once you turn the gas main off, you could possibly have quite a few things that need to be relit, as I would say. So if you do shut the gas off, it's just better to let the gas company continue out so they can check all your stuff. You know, your water heaters, depending on what kind of systems you have, for heating the homes, whatever. There's so many options there. You know, some of them that have the electric start aren't gonna have the flame to ignite when you actually turn something on. But the ones that do, basically those things can get blown out. You know, say you have a wind or a heavy wind event, they can go down the vents and actually blow out the pilot lights. So keep that in mind. That could be one of the reasons why you smell gas. But it's definitely better to be safe than sorry. So great answers. Appreciate you guys showing up. Thanks again. See you on the next one.